Hello, gamers, drafters. I'm Felonious. Thanks for joining. Here to do some Pioneer Masters drafts. Let's hop right in. Get ready for the open. New draft. What do we got? Pack one, pick one. We've got the boring cards. We just play red-white. Man, I don't even like this set. I think it's so imbalanced. The red-white deck is such a misery to play against. Dreadbores at common. Alright, we've got Jace, Vryn's Prodigy. That's a good card. Yeah, I'm going to take the Mythic here. Jace is really good. I mean, taking 10th District Legionnaire, probably a safer pick just because red-white is the best deck. But I really like the idea of playing a Planeswalker, and this is a particularly reasonable one. Help you loot into all the creatures you need, or all the cards that you need. Fills your graveyard himself. And when you flip him, you get to immediately recast a removal spell quite often. Let's go with Jace. We're passing red-white cards. We're looking at blue, green, or black, perhaps. Bulbasaur Gatekeepers is a strong card. Green-blue is not necessarily the place I want to be with this set. A little more interested in like taking some removal spells to go with Jace. Gatekeepers is definitely good when you have gates. Otherwise, it's pretty bad. Hornet's Nest is a strong card. But, like I said, I don't really want to go into green. Yeah, I guess green-blue is fine when it comes together. Kozilek's Return. What do we have here? 2 damage to each creature. That doesn't sound too exciting, but it's kind of like a Gates Ablaze. And it's an instant. Happens to work with Hornet's Nest rather well, too. I think that Phlogy Archaeologist would be a fine pick here. Make sure that we cut off the blue and get into our treasure cruises and the like. I think Boon Satyr's a fine follow-up to Hornet's Nest, but I'm going to take Kozilek's Return. I think that's a high power card. Maybe we can make it work. District Guide. Over a Kiora's Follower. Or a Cloudfin Raptor. Yeah, I like District Guide. Reverent Hunter. This card looks like it could get enormous. Comes in as a 3-drop 2/2. Could be a 3-drop 4/4, which is pretty sweet. This card actually looks pretty cool. There's also a Pilgrim's Eye, which is very tempting. Pilgrim's Eye is definitely a better card, but Reverent Hunter puts us in a nice position to take a lot of green cards. I'm just going to take Pilgrim's Eye. We have District Guide. That doesn't necessarily mean that... District Guide and Hornet's Nest doesn't mean we're going to be base green. We'll definitely have green, but I don't know. I like the idea of Pilgrim's Eye. Honored Hydra looks pretty strong. There's also a Zephyr Winder. I do like cheap flyers. I think Honored Hydra is pretty sweet. There's also an Archaeomancer in this pack. I don't think that card's worth taking very highly, though, especially seeing last draft how it wheeled and how it didn't make the cut as a second copy. Yeah, I'm going to take Zephyr Winder. Fall of the Hammer is red, just like this Kozilek's Return. None of these other cards are really all that exciting. I mean, Bane of Balaged looks like it could be fine in a slower deck that ramps, but I think for the most part, this card's not very good. I'm going to take Fall of the Hammer. Yeah, part of me wishes I took that Devotion to Green card. So I just would have gone hard on green-blue. But here, I'm going to take this Leaf Crown Dryad over this Nimbus Naiad, because that is quite a good card. It's good as a 2-drop. It's good as a 4-drop. Leaf Crown Dryad's got to be one of the better green commons in the set. Definitely not as good as District Guide. Probably not as good as Gnarlback Rhino either, but very good. Happy to see it. There's a Gnarlback Rhino. Crop Skirmisher is a blue creature. I don't think Unravel the Aether is good enough to deserve a slot. I'm just looking at the Devour Flesh. That card's not that great, but it is definitely a card. It is removal, and a massive removal makes Devour Flesh much better. And as far as cards that make you sacrifice, that one's performing better than they usually do. Kozilek's Return looks like it's pretty devastating for our deck. I'll take Hero's Follower on the wheel. Looks like green-blue is what we're getting pushed into. What do we miss? A Boon Satyr. Possibly that 3-drop Devotion green card. I guess I'll take Shipbreaker Kraken. Doesn't seem like it's great, but I think it's probably better than Ingenious Scab. There's a Yessian Thief. I don't know if that's quite the card for us to make work. Oh, I ended up with an Unravel the Aether anyway. Yessian Thief, Zephyr Winder, or Boon Satyr. Pretty high on the Zephyr Winder. I like 2-drop 2 power flyers. You know, as long as we're in the air... I guess this card's not nearly as good without white or red to pair with it. It's still fine, but you don't have all of the target creature effects for free, like Dragon Mantle, Wicked Roll, or whatever that card is called, Witch's Mark. Cloudfin Raptor looks like it'll be good with Zephyrwinder. We're only in pack 2. We'll see if I can get a bunch of flyers. Savage Punch, Honored Hydra, Seed Guardian. I think I want this Honored Hydra. Sometimes it's going to go into my graveyard. I can even discard it with Jace and Embalm it. Savage Punch is definitely good with Gnarlback Rhino. I don't have any non-creature spells. Alright, fine. I'll take a Savage Punch. There's another Cloudfin Raptor. Sure. Kiora's Follower is a nemesis of mortals. Maybe I can wheel this Windrider Patrol. I snap grabbed that Savage Punch at the last second because I have 0 non-creature spells, but that Honored Hydra might actually have been a better choice. Just because we have so much ramp. I guess Voyaging Satyr is probably not going to make it in with all these 2-drops. And neither will Talkrop Skirmisher. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, yeah. Thassa, God of the Sea? I can get Devotion 5. Scry 1 of my upkeep. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. That card seems cool. Audacity or Courier's Briefcase or an Urban Evolution. Oh, man. I think Urban Evolution is what I'm looking at here. Audacity would be good. Yeah, I'm between those two, and I think Urban Evolution is going to be a little better for my deck. Maybe? Audacity is quite strong, but I'm going to take Urban Evolution. I want a way to refill my hand. Ooh, Gust of Wind. That is excellent. Lumbering Falls over a Gnarlback Rhino. Yeah, manlands are manlands. I mean, Gnarlback Rhino is one of the best green commons. Top 5. We don't have a ton of ways to interact with it. This dual land's a free slot. We're going to take it. Seed Guardian looks alright. I'm going to hate draft that Dreadbore. Logi Archaeologist could find its way in here, but I don't think so. Skyrider Elf, significantly less cool in a 2-color deck. I see the Kiora's Follower. I see the Simic Guildgate. I also see this Bala Ged Recovery. I want the recovery. I mean, it is a 2-drop 2/2 flyer. Yeah, I'll take Balagad Recovery. It's a free slot. Sphinx of Magosi. That looks kind of cool. I mean, I like Anchor to the Aether. I like District Guide, but I think I want to take this top end. 6-drop 6/6 flyer that draws you cards if you untap. Experiment 1. I mean, that does follow my game plan pretty well. Kind of wanted to take this Essence Scatter, but I don't think it fits my game plan nearly as well. A White Splash for the Sky Knight wouldn't be that hard, but we don't have any white gates. I'll just take this Experiment 1. We'll see if it makes it in. Nimbus Naiad accomplishes what I'm trying to with the curve. I'm glad I took that Savage Punch. I don't have any removal. There's a Colony Ambush over this Skyrider Elf. Yeah. Need some removal spells. Colony Ambush is not one of the better ones, but it works. And it's a land, too. Sphinx's Tutelage is definitely a way to win games. I don't love passing this Essence Scatter, but I think I'm going to take this. Ooh, a Gust of Wind to follow that up. That's great. Conclave and Naturalist. Top end. Another Kiora's Follower over this Guild Gate. Another Spell Land. Another spell land. That's a lot of spell lands. I don't know if we need all that. I don't even know if I want to play Celindy Vision. I'd probably just rather have untapped blue sources for my Cloudfin Raptor. Flyers and ramp. And it's a weird combination, but I think it might work. Let's see. Sphinx's tutelage. Is that worth a slot in here? Yessian Thief works with Thassa quite well. Conclave Naturalist is a pretty fine creature. This is an aggressive deck. I don't need Sphinx's tutelage. One cut. Wondering if I want that Seed Guardian over one of these Nimbus Naiads. I think this looks good. Maybe it'd be good to have a Pilgrim's Eye over one of these, but maybe Experiment 1 is not going to be very good here. It'll become a 2-2 very quickly. I'm going to have a hard time making it a 3-3, it looks like. Quite a hard time making this anything bigger than a 2-2. I don't think that's going to be worth the slot. Seed Guardian over the Shipbreaker Kraken. I have a lot of ramp here with 3 Kiora's followers. Let's go with Shipbreaker Kraken. Jace can get back Colony Ambush, Balagate Recovery, Gust of Wind, Savage Punch, Urban Evolution. Not a ton, but enough. All right, let's give this a shot. I don't love the way this looks, but I think it looks fun. Hand looks great. We are definitely doing our own thing with this deck. We do have some interaction, though. I wonder what he has over there. Let's find out. Okay. Add 4 more power to my side of the board, no problem. He just turned my 2 mana play into a much better one with this card. This card doesn't look very good. Pongify. But it makes lizards. Yeah. Would not recommend playing this card. Especially in the position my opponent's in. What a curve. And they made it better for us by giving us a frog. Thassa can make things unblockable and is going to smooth out my draws now. That's an interesting play, I gotta say. It's not what I expected from my opponent. I need 5. I can only make 4 by playing this. I'm a little afraid of a board wipe. First comment, Kevbot is the winner. Good game. All right, green blue. I see you. Green blue flyers. Green blue Kiora's followers. It's good. We have a Balaged recovery. All right, Zephyr Winder turn 2, Yessian Thief turn 3, into perhaps make Yessian Thief big and scary on turn 4, and draw cards. We'll see if I untap with this Yessian Thief at all. Play a 2 toughness creature. Okay. Deal. Could throw the Leaf Crown Dryad on this Yessian Thief just to make it big and blocky. I could Gust of Wind his Frostburn weird to his hand to draw a card, but I don't actually like that idea. It's a 4/6. So he can block with his 1/1. Yeah, that's cool with me. Because I can untap Yessian Thief with the Zephyrwinder. What do we got? Indiana Pones. That's a good name. That works for me. Get to draw a card. And I can use Conclave Naturalist to kill that Ordeal of Perforos. Okay. That's cool. Wild Slash didn't kill our Zephyrwinder. Very notable decision making on our opponent to not kill the card that's going to kill him. Ooh. Making a big Crusader. Nice plays, opponent. There we go. Did our opponent top deck removal? If not, we are drawing cards. Pump it up to 8. Lethal. Good game. Sphinx of Magosi. It is a big old creature. What is it? A 6-drop, 6/6 flying? And it gets bigger and draws cards. What a cool blue card. 2-0. Next. This set is a lot of fun. Beating red decks has been my favorite part of it so far. They just do so much damage so fast. It's hard to interact. Hard to beat them. I've noticed Gnarlback Rhino is really, really good against those decks because 4 power and 4 toughness is kind of tough for them to use a combat trick to get around. Usually they'll at least trade with you. And it doesn't die to Draconic Roar, like a lot of the X3s out there. I like this hand. We had to mold a 6, but that's cool. Possible Gnarlback Rhino next turn. Do not like that very much. Oof. What a rip. He has 2 Devour Flesh. Oh, and he has a counter spell? That's what he's keeping up? Damn. I'm afraid to play this District Guide if that's the case. But this Hornet's Nest is not going to do anything on the ground. Well, we'll let him counter this. I don't want to let him Essence Scatter my District Guide, and it's pretty obvious that's what he has. Voila! Oof. Taking all my cards. Well, I want lands, so he's taking the non-lands away. That's something at least. Why wouldn't he just get the value out of playing Cloudfin Raptor and Nimbus Naiad while I'm behind on mana? What is taking this guy so long? Just play out the free cards that you got. Yeah, there you go. You figured it out. Maybe not. He hasn't figured it out yet. Still thinking. Wow, you did it! Nice! You figured it out! That was the longest unnecessary turn I've ever seen. Night Veil Spectre is brutal. I should have just played Thassa and made Gnarlback Rhino unblockable. I don't think I can race it anymore. I need him to decide that he can race me instead of blocking here. That works. Me down to 10. Yeah, he has exactly 10 on the... Oh, okay, never mind. He's got more. Brutal. Brutal. Doesn't really help. Let's see if I get him for 4. Have a flying blocker. Just bounces it. What can I possibly draw to win? I needed Gust of Wind. Gust of Wind bounces a Cloudfin Raptor and then lets me play something else. Needs to attack for 4. Play the Winder. And the chances of the next card just being a land are so high. My opponent's taken so many good cards from me so far. Nice. It's kind of huge. I guess if I get his Night Veil Spectre, he can't play Gust of Wind. But will I be dead in that case? I can't let him play that Gust of Wind. Excellent. All right. We're in business now. He blows that up, and then I'm dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got removal? Oh, what a joke. Top decks. Top decks, man. What can you do? Nah, we played this so perfectly. Ah, what a lucky opponent. Good game. Almost beat the Night Veil Spectre, but they got so lucky with those last few top decks. That was pretty nuts. Obnixilis Cruelty. He needed to draw a removal spell that could take out a 4/4, and god damn. Of course he got Devour Flesh. I could have just blocked the Essien Thief with one of my 2/2s. No, that wouldn't have mattered. Because then he could have killed the 4/4 with Obnixilis Cruelty. I could have untapped my 4/4, but then he would have blown it up with Cruelty, and I wouldn't have had blocks. Yeah, there was nothing. I played that perfectly. Just our opponent got too lucky there at the end. Top decking Devour Flesh. Good game. Can't win them all. Slow down my opponent's curve a little bit. Let's get Thassa out there so we can start scrying. I like the idea of playing Urban Evolution, but I'd rather get a threat on the board while my opponent's tapped out. I would like to be the one applying pressure. Especially when I have a Hornet's Nest out. Hornet's Nest looks like a really funny blocker against Dragon-style twins. Cloudfin Raptor looks like it's probably not the best top deck at this point in the game. What set is Zephyrwinder from? Mom. Really? I do not remember that card at all. 6/6 double strike, eh? Let's take 12. Yeah, I guess I'll take 12 and go to 8. I don't want that. I want lands. Ooh, here we go. Ready? Thassa is online. If he has removal for Sphinx, I will be tempted to block his Sphinx. I do not want him taking an extra turn. I wonder if he has a counter spell for this. He does not. It's more important getting this district guide out, getting in for more damage. Probably just getting him to 1. I wonder why I didn't... No, never mind. should have gotten the District Guide out instead of Kyora's Follower, so I would have had 2 creatures to make unblockable. In the event that he kills my Kyora's Follower and Shipbreaker Kraken, I probably lose. Getting him down to 1 life was not as important as thinning my deck of a land. Probably. Got him. All right. Nice. They did not draw an answer for our Shipbreaker Kraken. Good game. This deck is playing out about how I expected it to. Though we were really weak to that Nightveil Spectre, and I kind of want the Seed Guardian in here. We are surprisingly weak to exactly Nightveil Spectre. Maybe Hornet's Nest is worse than some of these. I guess Nimbus Naiad hasn't really been overperforming. I'll take that out. I'll put a Seed Guardian in. Keep us safe from the Nightveil Spectres of the world. It's no Thief of Sanity, but it's... I mean, you can play lands from it too. Nightveil Spectre is such a cool card. Looks good. Cloudfin Raptor on turn 2. We've got some tap lands. Hornet's Nest gives us a tick. +1. Okay. Our opponent's doing some self-mill action. I'm going to wait to play Seed Guardian because I want a +1/+1 counter from it. That was a good answer. I'm not curving out flawlessly here, but we're doing what we can. Okay. Cloudfin Raptor did its job. Dealt my opponent 6 damage and took out one of their cards. Crawl, he has the Angler. Gurmag Angler. No! He gets my Urban Evolution. Oh, he took Thassa instead? Okay. It's a deal. Oh, here we go. I can cast Urban Evolution from my graveyard. It's not what I want to do, though. I want to play a land. I'd like to... I guess I'll make this Gurmag Angler smaller. Probably should have hit one of the 2-power creatures with Jace just to turn off an attacker. In case he does kill something and swing in. Oh, what's this? Peculiar. That doesn't look very good. Okay. Let's see here. One, two, 3, plus 6. Just coming in with the Sphinx. One more blocker or one more card. I'm going to play one more blocker instead. Now I have another flying threat. If he does get rid of my Sphinx, at least I have an attacker in the air. What is my opponent's plan?
And which will then serve as an influence to deter all these other things there.
Doesn't appear to have very good attacks.
I take care of the music as best I can with my truest belief.
You got rid of my Thassa, so this Yessian Thief isn't quite as good, but I have at least one Nimbus Naiad. It could be worth keeping around for. We'll see what my opponent has. But if he plays some kind of spell to take care of the District Guide and Yessian Thief, it's kind of clearing the way for the rest of my cards. I don't know, these blocks feel good. I don't think there's any reason to let in extra damage. Obnixilis Cruelty to get rid of Shipbreaker Kraken. I didn't really think about that. But that was a good play. Get rid of my Kraken. He definitely had to do that in order to not die. But Sphinx of Magosi is going to do some work in the sky. I mean, it might just be dead. He can have a Death Toucher. Valagad Recovery gets me back Thassa to make an unblockable creature next turn. Good game, opponent. Four and one. All right. Let's go again. Ooh, Colony Ambush saving this hand. I will trade with the steward if he wants to. I didn't think he wanted to, which is the main reason I offered it. Do I want to put Jace out now? No. I want this Nimbus Naiad out. That way I can double spell with Gust of Wind and Jace next turn. Well, let's see. If I draw an island here, change. Okay. No island. But I still want to curve out, so I don't think I'm going to attack with Kior's follower. I'm a little bit more interested in having the Jace Bryn's Prodigy out. Ooh, nice. He's using the Exert then, so he can't do it right away after playing Mentor. Maybe he's not going to play Mentor this turn. I was thinking he might just wait so that he could do exactly that. Interesting. That did not seem optimal to me. No artifacts or enchantments among these. Let's draw and discard. I mean, I don't even want this forest, so I'm going to get rid of it. I want islands. I need one more blue source to play the Sphinx. Wow. He's about to draw a lot of cards with that Mentor of the Meek. The other one is from Steward of Solidarity. White and red. I mean, he's got to have some enchantments. Well, this way, if he tries to kill Jace... Oh, he forgot to do his steward thing. Mentor of the Meek has drawn him 3 cards so far. Let's make it 4 cards, why not? Let's make it a solid 4. Oh yeah. That's absurd. Too many cards. All right, we'll get our Sphinx of Magosi out. Thassa presents lethal next turn, even if he kills Sphinx of Magosi. Oh no, am I just dead? My opponent bit the Phalanx tactics with his Phalanx leader. Okay, pretty strong. Looks like my opponent's just dead, though. Ardenvale Tactician, good game. Oh, it didn't let me untap before going to damage. Oh well. I could have used Kiyora's Follower to untap Sphinx of Magosi after that resolve, but it didn't give me that chance. I would have had to enter full control for that. Good game. Diamond Tier 1. We're ranking up. Almost a Mythic. Five and 1 with this awesome green-blue deck. Zephyr Winders and Kiyora's Follower. It's definitely a combo. Zephyr Winders with Kiyora's Followers and Jace. That was hilarious. I went from having 2 cards in my graveyard to having 5 in one turn and flipping that Jace. It turns out the Jace wasn't really that much of a threat. The Jace isn't that much of a threat in this deck. I only have a couple things I can recast. But it looks like a threat. And, you know, recasting Urban Evolution is pretty good. Recasting Gust of Wind, also pretty good. So the targets that I do have make it good enough. But first picking Jace Vryn's Prodigy, green's like the last color you want to end up in because it has probably the weakest instants and sorceries of all the colors. Oh well. It's working out quite well for us. We definitely found the open lane, and we got past 3 Kiyora's Followers. We got that Urban Evolution. We got past a Thassa somewhat into pack 2. What was that, like pack 2, pick 5? Was that pack 3? I guess that was in pack 1. Where the heck did this Thassa come from? I'm trying to find it in my draft picks. All right. Let's see. Island. Oh, pack 2, pick 7. There it is. Yeah. I mean, that Thassa almost went all the way around the table. Very good sign for us. I have a feeling he's going to kill that Kiora's follower. I don't feel great about its life expectancy. Phew! Alright, I'll play District Guide before the Hornet's Nest. This way I can just spend 5 mana next turn if I want to. Everything get trample? Jeez. My opponent's like out of cards. I think I should just kill this Anax and Cymede before his entire team gets way too big. And Paper Magic, I probably wouldn't have taken that risk because he had 1 white mana up. Wait. Wrong set. I would have taken that risk. I don't know what 1 white mana spell there is that targets creatures in this set. I'm not sure that there is one. Ooh, very good. He could have tapped his Laguna Band Trailblazer and gotten in some more damage, though. Excellent. Excellent. This Colony Ambush is going to be very powerful. Huh. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I just want to play this and Zephyrwinder. Now, I would very much like to kill something. We'll make it this. Drawing that island helped us curve out the rest of our cards. This looks better than the Nimbus Naiad on the Gnarlback Rhino. Wait. Yeah, Zephyrwinder gets killed by that 1/1. Now maybe he'll attack with his 1/1. That would have been too much to ask for. Let's see. No need to attack with the Zephyr Winder. I'll have one of these Kiora's followers to untap. If I have to untap the Gnarlback Rhino, I can. Man, Gnarlback Rhino is good. Whoops. Good game, cracked. Good game. Six out of 7 wins. We're 6-1 with this deck. Let's see if we can get our trophy. What do we have here? Another keepable hand. Dr. Love. The Love Doctor. Turn 3 Gnarlback Rhino, perhaps? Dreadboring my Kiora's follower. Alright. It's cool with me. That's a Dreadbore you don't have for Gnarlback Rhino. There's a Dreadbore again. Is Jwari Disruption in this set? Oh man, that would be brutal. Oh, we did it. All right, cool. I didn't want to look. Getting that counter would have been brutal. It did not happen. We're safe. Like that. Black. So he has supernatural stamina. That is definitely a card that's in this set. No, I will not be walking into that supernatural stamina. That, on the other hand, totally worth killing if I can. Now, I needed to play this Colony Ambush last turn to do it. Wait, I can do it. Here we go. It is a combo. Zephyr Winder making mana for us. What a curve. Is he going to play Supernatural Stamina and Obnixilus? Okay, that works. I'm cool with him using 2 spells to get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not enough. Sphinxalicious. Green blue flyers. Who knew? This deck's awesome. I just have a feeling that's not going to be enough. A sneaky suspicion. Good game, Dr. Love. Good game. That was fun. Simic coming in hot with a first pick, Jace. He's going into the trophy decks. I played a red-green deck with Burning Anger and 4 Gnarlback Rhinos. That deck was good. I got 7 wins with that one this morning. All right. Excellent.